Two common mistakes that I see students make when they're trying to solve a literal equation is going to always deal with fractions. We hate fractions. So in this problem, students kind of recognize, all right, I got one fraction. I know I can subtract a 2 on both sides. So therefore, I have a 3/7 is equal to 15, 3/7 x, I'm sorry. But then students freeze up. They're like, crap, is it dividing? Is it multiplying? Maybe, I don't know, should I just subtract a 3/7 on both sides? I've seen that mistake a lot of times. Students will not know what to do with this fraction, so they'll subtract the 3/7 on both sides. No, guys. Don't want to do this. So what do we do? And what I always tell students is, again, when we're solving a linear equation, we want our variable to have a 1 as a coefficient. So if I have a 3/7, a fraction times x, I need that to get to 1. And one of the easiest ways to understand fractions or how to get that to be 1 is think about multiplying by the reciprocal. Because if I multiply a 3/7 by its reciprocal, that would be a 7/3. Any number multiplied by its reciprocal is going to equal to 1. Now again, whatever we do on the left-hand side, we need to make sure we do on the right-hand side. Now, in this case, my 3 can evenly divide into a 15, right? Because that 15 is in the numerator. So that's going to cancel out, or that's going to divide, simplify to a 5. And now I get a final answer of x is going to equal a 35. Now, as the next example, I have multiple fractions. And multiple fractions, sometimes we could use inverse operations, but a lot of times what I just tell students to do is get rid of the fractions. So how do you get rid of the fractions? You multiply by what's in your denominators. Now over here you could have done that, but if you multiplied everything times a 7, for mental math, some students will still make mistakes, but it's not a bad way to go about it. In this equation, we have two different denominators. So what we need to do is multiply by what we call the least common denominator, the smallest number that our two denominators evenly divide into. Hopefully you recognize that's going to be a 10. Now, here's the mistake that students will make. They might intend to do it, or maybe they're talking and explaining in a video like I am doing right now, and they will completely forget to multiply the 10 times each and every number. What they'll usually do is just multiply by the terms on that side. So 10 times 1/5 is going to be a 2x, 10 times 1/2 is going to be a 5, and then they forget to multiply the 10 times 1. Don't make that mistake. You need to make sure you multiply the 10 times everything. So therefore it's a 2x plus 5 is equal to a 10. Now you can use your inverse operations to go ahead and solve. And ladies and gentlemen, the answer is going to x equals a 5/2.